Salutations, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your mid-wasted talent. Everybody, you know, yesterday I had a bit of a meltdown. I was sitting there and I was trying to find the proper words. I was gonna go live yesterday, and to be quite honest with you, I said, man, I don't have the energy to go live, man. I was really, really pissed off, man. I was really, really angry yesterday. I was really, really dejected, disgusted. It's ridiculous. And then I started thinking. I was thinking, man. I say, you know what, man? There are a lot of things we have to be positive about in life. There's a lot of things that are going on in my life that I could be positive about, man. I have a beautiful family, man, healthy kids. What the hell am I getting angry about? And then I thought some more. And I start looking at the Raiders and I start looking at pictures of our quarterback, Derek Carr, man. I got one right here. And I said to myself, I said, damn, Derek, man, all the years that we've supported you, man. And this is the fucking respect that we get. All the years, man. Yes, I said this will happen. Yes. Yes. All the years look, man. Listen, guys. Listen, Derek. I'm gonna have a conversation with you, Derek, right now. Derek, I think if you're any kind of man, you will look at yourself in the mirror. My doorbell is ringing. There are trick-or-treaters at the door. It is a kid that is 6'4" that is trying to get candy right now. I'm not even sure if this motherfucker is actually a kid. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure that somebody goes and gives candy to this gentleman at the door. Let me see if this is actually a kid, because I've had to run away. I'm sorry, man. Yo, happy Halloween to you and yours, man. But look, man, is that Derek at the door? If it was Derek Carr at the door, I would probably punch him in the nuts right now. That's how upset I am. Because look, man, it's one thing, man, for us to respect what kind of man Derek Carr is. It is one thing for us to respect what kind of person Derek Carr is. It's another thing for us to want to sit down and have a beer with the guy. It's a whole nother ball of wax to not hold this guy accountable. Now, look, I know you guys have heard this up and down the dial, and you had a whole lot of people that that were on the Derek Carr bandwagon suddenly change direction after yesterday, and that's fine. Everybody is entitled to that. But what I've always said is that whoever is the quarterback of the Raiders, I want them to win. I support them, but I am not delusional. What I've always said is that we've been trash for a long time, yo. Not trash, but we've had ups and downs, ebbs and flows, right? But for if you say that we haven't been good for 20 years, fine, I submit to that. But for 10 of them or 9 of them, Derek's been our quarterback. And we've gone through 6 head coaches. And now the rubber has met the road. The tab is due. The bill is due. The end of this season, Derek Carr, good, bad, or indifferent, must go. Now, we talk about Josh McDaniels, and he is not without blame. Josh McDaniels is a moron. Oh, it's Rosa. Rosa, what is the deal? Rosa, I know who you are, Rosa. Rosa, we know who you are. We know who you are, Rosa. We got to get that block out there. Look, we know exactly what Josh McDaniels is. Josh McDaniels is a guy who most likely is probably this era's Norv Turner. Josh McDaniels might be a guy who's just not a good head coach. But we can't totally do a paradigm shift and make that determination 8 games into this season. We can't even make that determination at the end of this season. We have to actually stay the course, because you know what Josh McDaniels and David Ziegler did? It was brilliant. And I said this before the season started. They removed every excuse and obstacle out of the way of Derek Carr's cult-like following. And y'all don't even realize it. They left trap doors all up and down this roster, bro. Yes, they re-signed Darren Waller, right? There's a trap door in that contract. Yes, they re-signed Derek Carr. There's a trap door in that one. If they get rid of him 3 days before the Super Bowl, there's almost no dead money in that contract. And that's probably what they're going to do. You can't justify bringing him back. And I think one of the only things that has kept Derek Carr here and viable is Mark Davis. My brother Raider John, what is the deal, yo? And guys, I just went and got started, man, because, yo, I was watching my bro. I was going home. You know, I heard him. I was listening to my bro. We was talking on the phone before he went on and stuff. And I just been chomping at the bit to get on the air to talk about this, man. Bro, what's the deal, yo? Vibes, Raider, what is the deal? Sean John, what it is? My dog, Dave Marksfield. Now, no. Do not fire Josh McDaniels. Do not fire him. And even though he's made some bad decisions, it's too early in the game, bro. You got to stay the course. I don't want the dysfunction and upheaval that used to happen when Al was the owner. Because, see, this is the difference between Mark and Al, bro. Al Davis is the most accomplished owner in the history of professional football, guys. And for you guys to expect for his son to be him, I think is delusional. And I'm not saying that you guys are saying that, but for people to expect Mark to be his dad is wrong. It's wrong, bro. His dad was an offensive coordinator for the Chargers. His dad was a head coach for the Raiders. His dad was the commissioner of the AFL. His dad was actually, I think he was a special teams coach in college. His father has had every non-football position you could have besides being a referee in football. There's never been anyone like his father in the history of football, to the point where he used to go over the defensive scheme and coverages to the day that he died. There's never been an owner like that guy. So he was always the smartest guy in the room. He was most of the time, probably up until the mid-90s, he was the smartest coach in the building. That is not his son. His son is a very, very good businessman. His son is a man who has done everything he can to win. Now, I heard people in Doc's chat saying that Mark isn't trying to win, and that's just not true, man. The guy is definitely trying to win. And what he has to do is he got to give Josh McDaniels a fair shake at this, man. We have had this tapestry of other regimes here over the last 11 years. You have, the Hugh Jackson mistakes and Al's mistakes. And this is what you guys aren't realizing. Al didn't leave Mark with a clean cupboard. He didn't leave him with a clean slate, man. And let me get to this super real quick. I pray we get rid of Carr. I hate McDaniels, but I will let him draft and groom up a young QB. We need change. We need to tank this season. Dominic Vigil, brother, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm never in for tanking, bro. You don't have to tank to get a good QB. You got to just draft the right one. You don't have to tank, bro. So look at the season that the Kansas City Chiefs drafted Patrick Mahomes. They didn't tank. They just drafted the right quarterback. Because Mitchell Trubisky went before Patrick Mahomes, and so did Deshaun Watson. Mitchell Trubisky was taken before both of them guys, man. You don't have to tank, bro. You have to just locate the right quarterback. You don't have to tank, bro. You don't. And to be honest with you, a lot of these guys that are coming out, the names I'm hearing like Bryce Young, Bryce Young, to me, he don't do it for me, bro. He don't do it for me. So you just got to make sure that you get the right guy. And you can get a guy that's a vet to come in here and be the placeholder. You can even go get a superstar guy who might want to come in because, this team has a lot of talent, bro. It's just that I think what needed to happen was, I think that what these guys needed to do, they needed to see for themselves whether, hey, are we smart enough to fix the problems that Derek has? Can we, because Derek has a lot of redeeming qualities. They probably thought, hey, let's see what we got. Let's not come in here and be stupid and run this guy out of here. Let's see if we can fix him. Feel like now they see he can't be fixed. He can't be. And if you look at Derek Carr at this point, right, I wouldn't even be upset if he went somewhere and won a Super Bowl. I really wouldn't. I just feel like here it's not going to work. I think it's too much has been done. There's been too much damage that's been done, right? But I wouldn't even be upset if he went somewhere and won a Super Bowl. I really would not. I personally would not. I just feel like, where else would you take Derek Carr and put him in a National Football League where he would be an upgrade, or would you be willing to pay the tab? Because at this point, right, and I was talking about this with Graf and a couple of other, really me and Graf was talking about this yesterday. It's not the fact that he's here, right? It's what that contract represents. What that contract represents is that he is a guy that's a difference maker. He's a guy that is supposed to, when you have a game like that, it's supposed to stop the bleeding. He's not supposed to cause the bleeding when he makes that kind of money. He's not supposed to cause the bleeding, bro. Do you guys realize that he's one of the first quarterbacks in the history of football, bro, yesterday, who did not play a fucking down in the other team's territory? He did not play a snap in the Saints' territory yesterday. Not a snap. Raider Roach, I feel disrespected by Sunday's performance. Very disrespected. Bro, I feel terrible for all my bros that I know went out there to watch that shit. They traveled to New Orleans to watch that. They fucking paid money to fly there to watch that. And I try not to cuss, bro, because I know some children could be watching, and women. I try not to. But today, I'm letting it loose. That is horrible, bro. It is ridiculous that we had, like you can say what you want about Josh McDaniels and his bad play calling, bro. You can say what you want. But you know what? Even Kirk Cousins would have at least crossed the 50. People talk about Andy Dalton, right? Because that's essentially what we're dealing with right here. Andy Dalton had a better career in Cincinnati than Derek Carr's had here with us. Andy Dalton is a more accomplished quarterback than Derek Carr is. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it. And you guys that are staunch Carr defenders and say that guys like me and guys like Graf, who have been Raider fans our whole lives, right? And guys that have supported this team and flew all over the country to see them and spent thousands and thousands of dollars supporting this team, right? All of us that have lived and died with this team, because we don't support a player that we know. I can see it, bro. I know that, bro, he is not the only problem, bro. But guess what? He's about 70% of it. And right now, what just happened is he's been red circled. He's been red circled. And now you see. So now I don't want to hear all you people who used to say that we're wrong, we're wrong, we're wrong. Now you see it. Now you see it. It's not a hate against him. He's a good man. Maybe he might play better elsewhere, but it's been so much baggage. It's been so many different coaches, so many different players. Sometimes change is good for him and for the organization. But what we got coming up is next year, he will be the 11th highest paid, as currently constituted. Contracts change. But right now, he'll be the 11th highest paid player in football. And what you have is you have a guy who is he's playing worse than Tyler Heineke right now. There's no way that you can get away with paying a guy that kind of money and actually building a roster that way. You can't do it. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm ranting a little bit. I got to read some of these. Carr is playing terribly, but this product is Josh McDaniels' fault. Their entire NFL thinks that, bro. It's not. No, it's not all Josh McDaniels' fault, bro. Yesterday, you can't tell me that what happened yesterday is all McDaniels' fault. All of the times dude was sacked and could have ran. All of the times, like, listen, it was a time when Devontae Adams was wide open. All Carr had to do was step in the pocket and deliver the football. Derek Carr mentally, bro, there are things that have happened over these years, bro. All of the losing, all of the hits, just yo, he has issues, bro, that coaches can't fix. I really think that Derek Carr either needs to go somewhere else where he doesn't have the full weight of the failures of his career here and the weight of our expectations on him. Because y'all gotta understand something, yo, beyond Derek's faith, because a lot of the love that Derek Carr gets is because of what he represents with his faith. He gets a lot of that too. And also, it's not just his faith. Derek Carr, man, is the one, bro. We thought he was the one. We thought he was the one, bro. We finally thought that we found the one, bro, that we drafted because we will always go get somebody else's quarterback. Even Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon was our guy. He won an MVP, but he wasn't our guy, bro. He played for the Chiefs. He played for the Vikings. Like, Rich Gannon had been all over football, bro. He wasn't we didn't draft him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Derek Carr was the one, bro. We thought he was the one. He was the chosen one, bro. That's how look, I can't speak for y'all. That's how I felt about him. He was the one, bro. The way he came into the league against the Jets, I was at that game. Because y'all know I'm from the Northeast, bro. I was at that Jet game. He's throwing the ball all around the Rod Streeter and shit. I'm like, God damn it, we found him. I remember in preseason when he went up and beat the Seattle Seahawks. I'm like, damn, yo, he should start. Damn, Matt Schaub. I'm hearing stuff from James Jones and them. They like, yo, I don't know about Matt Schaub. We thought he was the one, bro. That's why it hurts to get rid of him. It hurts for me to say this, bro. But I've gotten over that. Because, yo, for me, it's about this. It ain't about him, bro. Ant, what up? What's good? Salute to the nation, brother. Wasted talent. You already know I pulled up in here, my Raider brother, to pay that tab. You always got to pay the tab, my dog. I feel you, Toon Ray. I feel the same. The season is done. It's not over till it's over. But damn, yeah, man. It's theoretically, the hopes and dreams of us going further than we've gone in a long time are over. Yeah, we can string together some wins. We can make this a mediocre season. We can even, maybe we could do some weird shit and make a play. I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs though, bro. To me, I feel like this season is exactly what 2017 was. I had a feeling it was gonna happen. We had all them hopes after we made the playoffs, and then, Derek broke his leg and it didn't work out the way we thought. And we like, well, next year we coming for it all. We had all them hopes and dreams, and then our season died in Washington. And I feel like yesterday represents that Washington game for us. But see, have no fear, yo, because I feel like some of the things that are happening this year seem real, real bleak. And I feel like yo, things are darkest before the dawn, yo. This is right before the dawn of the equinox, bro. Like, it feels really, really dark right now. But if you really look at what's going on, if these guys do the right thing, this can turn around very, very quickly. It really can. They just got to make the right moves and the right decisions. And we're going to get into a lot of that. Just the thought of having to wait till next season for a new season, it's hard, man. It's hard to think about that, bro. But what we got to do is take it 1 week at a time and see how things transpire. See how people develop. This ain't no Raider team I grew up watching. I'm old enough to see all their Super Bowl wins. And ain't no great Raiders. It's heartbroken seeing this shit now in the field. It is, man. Dominic Vigil. We don't have to tank, but we aren't winning this season. And Dominic, and that's the thing, bro. And that is the reason why guys like myself, guys like my bro Graf, and guys like Andy, that is the reason why. Hammer, that's the reason why we hold Derek Carr's feet to the fire. And we hold every player in this team's feet to the fire. Because until we get back to that metric, everybody isn't safe. I don't see the direction of the team. Everybody, even the players, look confused. Bro, funny thing is, I do. No genius, but I see the direction. Yeah, it's looking like a good class as well, I think. So, Amir, what up? What up? Derek Carr's the David Caressa QB. Salute, Weston. Oh, my God. Oh, man, this guy's trying to get canceled. What's wrong with you, brother? So, salute, bro. Charles City. Salute, Wasted. Wasted. I need you to keep it a buck. We should have cut Carr. Should we cut Carr the day after the Super Bowl? Yes. Yes. Bro, listen. That's why the contract is structured the way it is. Because the reason why we should is because that draft capital, what are you going to get for Derek Carr now, right? So let's go down the list of teams in the National Football League, right? Let's just X out the other teams who have better quarterbacks than Derek Carr. Are the Dallas Cowboys trading for Derek Carr? No. Right? Are the Kansas City Chiefs trading for Derek Carr? Hell no. Are the Chargers trading for Derek Carr? Hell no. Are the Buffalo Bills trading for Derek Carr? Hell no. Are the Cincinnati Bengals trading for Derek Carr? Hell no. Are the New York Jets trading for Derek Carr with Zach Wilson, a young quarterback that they believe in? No. The New York Giants, would you rather have Derek Carr? Would you rather have Daniel Jones? At this point, probably Daniel Jones, right? But they have a decision to make with Daniel Jones. But Daniel Jones, they will probably pick Daniel Jones over Derek Carr, and they're not going to trade for Derek Carr when they could just re-sign a guy that they drafted and they know more about. And Brian Daboll probably would keep Daniel Jones because he kind of went there because Daniel Jones has a similar skill set to Josh Allen. He's like a poor man Josh Allen. He can run. He's big, strong arm guy. He's not as good as Josh Allen. I mean, for God's sakes, right? Arizona Cardinals. Would you rather have Kyler Murray, former Heisman Trophy winner? Would you rather have Derek Carr? Probably rather have Kyler Murray. Cleveland Browns. Would you rather have Rapey McRape a lot? Freaking Deshaun Watson, former NFL MVP level talent, or Derek Carr? You'd rather have Deshaun Watson, even though he hasn't played in 2 years. Okay, let's just go. You want to go? Let's go. Right? Would you rather have at this point in their careers? Would you rather have freaking Lamar Jackson or Derek Carr? I remember guys were telling me that I was crazy that Lamar Jackson, y'all remember this. We weren't alive, and people were telling me that I was crazy that Derek Carr's better than Lamar Jackson. How fucking stupid do people look when people told me I was crazy that Lamar Jackson is better than Derek Carr? Y'all remember this, right? Yo, who in the chat remembers when we all as content creators was on and everybody was coming at me because I said that Lamar Jackson is fucking better than DC? Guys, listen. Does anybody remember that? Does anybody remember that? Now Lamar Jackson's listen. Right? So, all right. Janica, I mean, at the time it was arguable. Give me a fucking break. It's never been arguable. It's never been arguable, bro. Lamar Jackson's a former league MVP. Please, bro, he's made it to play. Like, it's not arguable, bro. Their resumes don't line up. Dude is younger and he's better. It's period. Thank you. You do remember that. Stop it, bro. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? So, no, you're not doing that. Let's get past that, right? I'm just gonna keep going. How many guys? Like, so, all right. So, are you gonna trade Matthew Stafford for Derek Carr? Nope. You're not doing it. You just drafted Kenny Pickett, young guy, got a lot of promise. You're not getting rid of Kenny Pickett for Derek Carr, are you? No. Why would you? You just drafted him. You're not doing that, right? I'm just going. I'm just going off the top of the head. All these divisions, right? Are you doing that? Are you going to bring Derek Carr in at this point, right? If you are, damn, if you're the San Francisco 49ers, are you doing that? Because you drafted Trey Lance, he got hurt. You got a lot of draft capital wrapped up into him, and you got Jimmy Garoppolo, who's a guy who's more accomplished than Derek Carr, and it's shown that he can get it done. No, to pay Derek what? It sucks, but it's unrealistic for coaching overhaul and a team that should have a solid record off the rip. Better luck next year. We'll have more to work with then. Facts, brother. Thank you for that. Bro, listen, I can keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Nobody, if I'm Miami, am I getting rid of Tua for Derek? And I drafted him and he's young and he don't have a baggage? I'm not doing that. Bro, nobody's trading for this guy. Nobody's trading for that contract. No one is doing it. So you're gonna, and then the thing is, he has a no trade clause. So he's gonna have to have a say in where he goes. The Washington Commanders, they're not doing it. The Saints, they're gonna want to draft their own guy. Tampa Bay's not doing it. Even with Brady, they're not. If Brady goes, they're not doing it. They're like, dude, he has no value. He has no value. Derek Carr, at this point, if he's not a Raider, he's a backup. He's a backup. That's what he's putting on film right now, that he's a backup. He's a back. Right now, he's a backup because he's not putting anything on film to where you're going to be willing to pay him that kind of money. Frank Fiore, why are we trading Carr? Because he's not playing well. So why would you pay a guy over $100 million to have peaks and valleys every week? Yo, when you pay a guy $100 million and he's like 30% of your salary cap, bro. Listen, and you say the Panthers, dude, the Panthers already got Sam Darnold, right? Baker Mayfield, right? Who are two guys that they can't count on or inconsistent. And now they got a guy in PJ Walker who's playing better than both of them, bro. The Panthers are not going to bring in another quarterback that they know they can't depend on, bro, with a bad roster. You already see what happens when you give Derek a bad roster. Like, people got tape on this dude. So why would you bring this guy in and think, oh, yeah, all right, Derek has Devontae Adams. He has Darren Waller. He has Josh Jacobs. He got all these Pro Bowl players around him. And if he doesn't have, like, the fucking Dallas Cowboys of the 90s blocking for him, then he can't get it done. Why would you do that? What are y'all talking about? If the Steelers are smart, the Steelers are way too smart to take Carr. They are. It's a fact. Yeah, the Panthers like stockpiling average quarterbacks. Listen, The Lions already have Jared Goff, right? That's a huge contract, right? And then what's the difference between Carr and Jared Goff, right? Jared Goff has been to a Super Bowl. Let's just be for real. Derek Carr, I'm not. Why would I bring and I know that Jared Goff is not afraid to get hit. The Falcons have Marcus Mariota, right? They're not paying Marcus Mariota anything. They drafted Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder is a guy that's a guy in waiting who's not getting paid a whole lot. And then if they see a quarterback that they like, if they're bad, they'll draft them. And they're not paying Marcus Mariota shit. And then they already got PJ Walker down there with the Panthers. You got two guys that they have at quarterback who are already guys who are starters who are average. Derek Carr's average, bro. Nobody's gonna. And then Derek has to sign off on going there. Nobody's paying Derek Carr $100 million. Sam Darnold got paid, and Baker Mayfield got paid. Nobody's bringing them guys there, bro. And the Washington Commanders, they want to draft somebody. They're in salary cap hell. They already got Carson Wentz, who is pretty much Derek Carr, NFC version of Derek Carr, who's also a guy who, like, he's the same guy. Like, dude, nobody's trading for Derek Carr, bro. Nobody. Trust me. Lee's, you tweaking, bro. I appreciate you. Yo, thank you for the $100 super, yo. I really, I appreciate this, yo. I meant to send this when Gruden was making us laugh. Carr will not bring us a rings, so I've moved on. Wow, bro, I really appreciate this. That's crazy, yo. Thank you so much for the $100 super, yo. Wow, that's amazing, yo. Thank you so much. Wow, bro, that's crazy, man. Wait, King, wait. I'm gonna put this up in a minute, yo, bro. I'm gonna keep this up, yo. I really appreciate that. Christopher Black, Carr is in the top 10 QB, but let's face it, they destroyed this offense from last year, and they replaced it with this scheme, quote unquote. They gutted the Raiders team and replaced it with pay. Bro, Christopher Black, what are you talking about? Christopher, bro. So they gutted the team and replaced it with Devontae Adams, brought back Hunter Renfrow, signed Darren Waller, Colton Miller, who's been here, Andre James, who's been here, drafted Dylan Parham. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Brought back Josh Jacobs, brought in Zeus and these guys. Like, bro, like, what are you? Come on, dog. Like, look, man, listen, don't do that, bro. Like, see, when you do things like that, that shows me one or two things. You're not watching the team, or you like Derek more than you like the Raiders. We can't keep doing this, bro. We 9 years in, bro. We a decade and we damn near a decade into this, bro. And this, I didn't come on here to just kill Carr. I came on here to talk about some solutions and why I think that the way that Mark Davis and them are going about this is smart. The way that they did everything is smart because it gives us a trap door to move the dead weight out of here. There are some redeeming parts of this team that we can keep. There's a lot of things that we can build on so we can get this team going in the right trajectory very quickly. Very quickly. The obligatory Gruden cameo. Edgar Gonzalez. At this point, Geno Smith over DC. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. My dog King. Y'all, thank you for all the supers, yo. I really appreciate it. Wasted. We know we're moving on from Carr. Can't pay this man $36 million. So if you had your way, what's the plan of attack? King 85. My plan of attack is this, bro. Bring in a stopgap guy that has a reasonable contract that I can get rid of and go out there and draft a quarterback, bro, at whatever round, bro. And matter of fact, bro, I would take the Kirk Cousins RG3 plan of attack. I would draft two guys this year and let them battle out in camp, and I'd have a veteran on the roster too, bro. But that's how I would do it because, to be quite honest with you, man, you just don't know. You just don't know. You just don't know. But I wouldn't go in the next season and sell this fan base and Devontae Adams with just having just a rookie as your only option. I wouldn't give any rookie this job without having him win that shit. You'd have to win that job for me to give it to you, like outright win it. But I have no problem with having a rookie sit behind a veteran. And to be quite honest with you, I think that there's a man in Green Bay that might not have a problem with leaving Green Bay. There's a man in Green Bay right now that is not happy with the way things are going. There's a man in Green Bay that probably wouldn't mind coming and playing out here. His name is Aaron Rodgers. Now, if Aaron Rodgers is available, I can see him signing a 2-year deal out here and finishing his career out and playing and reuniting with Devontae Adams. I can see that happening in a minute. There are a lot of weapons here. I think Aaron Rodgers coming and walking through the door here, if he's really, really interested in winning and it's not a situation where he wants to fleece the Raiders for a lot of money, they can build a competent defense around here. If they can build a competent defense, just having Aaron be the kind of player that he is, oh my God, I can see that happening as well. I think a lot of the Lamar Jackson stuff is stuff that I probably would want to stay away from, though, to be quite honest with you guys. Oscar, $100 million for 6 wins a year. It's a damn shame, guys. Fran from the trenches, my dog, what's up, man? One player isn't going to fix this team. I think Zeke knows that. So I'm glad we didn't trade for anyone. Let's let the season play out and see what we can do in the offseason and draft. And friend, that's what I've been saying the whole time, bro. Yo, we got over 446 in the room. Y'all got to get wasted with your brother wasted, man. Brady's replacement? Nah, Brady's replacement, really, I think they will roll out with the backup that they got now over Derek Carr. Everybody knows that, bro. Like, or they would just draft a kid. Like, bro, Derek Carr has, like, he doesn't have the kind of value to other teams in the National Football League that he has to us. He just doesn't, bro. And I want a fresh start. There are hardly any Raider fans at home games now. Boycotting means nothing. It means everything, bro, because eventually it affects the brand and affects the bottom line around the world, bro. It does mean something, bro. Don't think that it doesn't. Hey, try it. Trust me. Nah, Frank Field, I'm not saying you trolling. I'm just saying, bro, that thought process is wrong. That thought process, to me, that thought process is wrong. I'm not saying you trolling, bro. We just don't agree, my dog. Let me go down. 100 million? Damn. Yes. Yes, bro. This is what we talking about. This is what we talking about, bro. Eddie Gonzalez. At this point, Geno Smith with DC, I got that one. My dog, Raider Primos. Here's my argument. 40 million, QB, 9-year vet, stats, 31st scoring defense, 101 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick. Carr fans, what's the excuse? They have none, Primos. And yo, you eviscerated them yesterday, dog, on your show. I pulled up. Shout out to my brother Primos, an up-and-coming young stud in this game. Another young shout out to Digital Press for the 1,000th subscriber, bro. For the support you've shown me since day one, before you joined the community, thank you for helping me reach 1K. Your support is appreciated. All love. Thank you, my dog, for the 49 Super, bro. And you know you the bro, man. Love you, bro. Appreciate that, man. And Frank Fiore, this defense gave it the same amount of points all year. 24. Carr didn't get past the F and 50-yard line. Let that sink in. $35 million QB didn't get past the F and 50-yard line. And, bro, the defense, let me tell you something, bro. Let's just say, for instance, the defense held the Saints to a safety. Right? Let's say all the Saints got was a safety. Still would have lost. Let's say we held them to a field goal. Still would have lost. Let's say we held the Saints to a fart in the elevator. Still would have lost, bro. I want to hear that. Been bad. Leave Renfro alone. His life is on the edge. And that's another thing. Hunter Renfro, bad contract. Got to get rid of that too. We the people. If McDaniel lets Carr play his game, we win more games than lose. No. It's not McDaniel's fault. I don't want to hear that, bro. Derek Carr has been killing, bro, every year. And whatever coach it is, whether it's Jack Del Rio, whether it's Grew, we need to let Derek get out of here with that, man. No way. No way. What is Derek Carr's game? What's his game, bro? What is it? You a 9-year veteran, then play your game then. Play your game. What's your game? What's your game, bro? You know what, man? Listen, when they went in today, right? When they went in today, they had name tags in the meeting room today because we know it wasn't Victory Monday. And here's Derek's name tag today. Yes, that was Derek's name tag today in the meeting room. Derek Carr will be reprising his role in Toy Story 5 as Forky. Forky the Spoon. Yes, hello, my name is Derek Carr, and I am trash. I'm trash. That's it, bro. Freaking trash, bro. Derek Forky Carr. It's his new name, bro. Oh, man, what up, y'all? It's Forky, bro. That's his new name. That's what he needs to do. Go play Forky. What the F does that mean? McD has the playbook. Carr needs to get with the program so everyone is on set. No. Maz Dog, listen. What that means is that he knows the playbook. He's the trigger man. If you see something you don't like, check out of it. But there's no excuse for sitting there and not taking off when you feel like you're about to get sacked, right? There's no excuse for sitting there and curling up when Devontae Adams is wide open and not stepping up and delivering the football. There's no excuse, bro. Stop. I don't want to hear that shit no more, bro. Go play touch football then, bro. I don't want to hear it no more. It's just getting to the point where dude is shell shocked. His name is Forky now. It's trash. The F up out of here with that. I've always advocated for DC, but it's time. It's time, bro. Bro, and and Kevin Lurker, if McDaniels has no intention of winning this year, he's just playing for next year. Devontae on the jet sweep, please. Listen, bad play calling is bad play calling. That doesn't leave a trap door for Derek to shit the bed all game. It does not. It doesn't. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Like, bro, if we would have lost, that's one thing. Then I'm all over McDaniels' ass because I'm fair. I'm fair. But, bro, 24-0, bro. $24-0. Because this guy is not without blame. Look at that smug look on his applesauce jaws. Look at that. But the only reason why I'm not on him as much is Derek. It's one reason and one reason only. Because he's been here for 8 games. Derek's been here for 9 years. 8 full years, 9 seasons. That is the difference. Derek Carr's dad's sack only produces mediocre. Pause. We will not be talking about Derek Carr or anyone else's sack on my show. We're just doing simple mathematics. Send Carr to NFL Network with his brother. Seriously. I look, I don't hate Derek, bro. Worse is Mark Davis okay with all. See, my opinion, Mark is not all right with all of this. I'm not dogging Mark. Bro, Mark has moved this. And see, this is the problem that you guys don't look at. I'm dogging Mark at all, and I'm not dogging Al. But listen, Al Davis is a guy from Brooklyn. Al Davis don't come from generational wealth and money. Al Davis worked for the Chargers. Al Davis got a job with the Raiders. Somehow, some way, he was able to get the money to buy the Raiders. Al Davis became the commissioner of the AFL. He forced a merger between the AFL and the NFL, and all of the owners traded and turned on him. It would have been the AFL, not the NFL, had it been Al's way. Al would have won. But Al Davis is not a rich man, bro. And he was able to get a team. He was able to finesse and get a team. Where you got guys like Leon Hess that used to own the Jets. He's an oil tycoon. You know, Ralph Wilson and all these guys. These guys have money, man. Allen had no money. He wasn't able to leave his son in the position that other guys are in, like Art Rooney and all of these guys. Even though they're a football family, because they were smart enough and they had the business acumen to say, you know what, we're going to get other partners involved with money. Just like the Mara family with the Giants. They got the Tisch family involved and they brought the money into the building. They were able to stay solvent and to keep the brand rolling. Al just that wasn't the way he was. Al was a general, man. He was a killer, man. He wasn't bringing nobody. The people he brought them in as a courtesy. He wouldn't allow them to have any say so. And people with real money aren't gonna buy into something that they don't have any say so in. So the Raiders financially weren't able to stay solvent, and they always had to try to find ways to get a stadium and to compete in today's NFL. So Mark has to worry about the business, because if he don't, it's going to lose this team, because the league, with Jerry Jones coming into the league and Robert Kraft becoming the dominant figures as owners, and you know, the Commanders owner, Daniel Snyder, all these billionaire guys, you know, Stan Kroenke with the Rams, these guys got so much money, man. You had Paul Allen before he passed away with the Seahawks. He's one of the richest men in the world, Paul Allen. Paul Allen he started Microsoft with Bill Gates. You know, these guys have so much money, man, that you can't keep up. You cannot keep up. So Mark is not like, bro. I give Mark a lot of credit for doing what he did, man. He finessed these guys. He's keeping his team. He's keeping his father's legacy intact. He's letting people do their job. He's not being erratic and firing people every year. That's not how you win. And I don't want Mark kicked out. And I want Josh McDaniels to keep his job. But the one thing that has to change is the quarterback at this point. He's the only thing that hasn't changed over the last decade. We've gone from Reggie McKenzie to Mike Mayock to now David Ziegler. Look, it's been a long time, bro. It's time, guys. It's time. It's no slight on Derek. I'm joking and stuff. I'm going a little hard on Derek, but yo, man, it is time. It's time. It's time. Let me get up with these chats, bro. It's so many of y'all. There's almost 500 in the room today, man. McClown plays suck. Carr's too chicken to change things up. Do you really think Mahomes or Allen follow all the play calls? No, they don't, and that's what I'm talking about. And they're younger than him. Wasted. Always keeping it real. Always knew DC was trash for like 3 years now. Silver and Black Entertainment, thank you. Thank you. Carr blames the O-line all the time. Sabs 88. That's what I'm talking about, my dog. My dog, Ray Deluxe. No matter the coach, third and long, always a dump off. Facts. Devontae with one catch. Unacceptable. Let me go down, y'all. Hold up. Free Gru. Hey, man, whatever. We were complaining about Gru last year, too. Wasted. If you were a pastor, I'd go to your church. One-legged pitcher. Thank you, my brother. What about Cam Newton? Cam Newton is done physically. Cam Newton can't play in the national football. He can't play anymore. His arm is shot. I'm cool on Cam. You know what I mean? I'm cool on Cam. We can't bring him in. Wasted, I could not agree with you more. It's time to move on. I would rather go to a dentist appointment instead of watching Carr, a.k.a. Forky. Applesauce jaws. Let's move beyond the QB convo. Even with a new QB, we need a new defense that isn't allowing 25-plus points a game. But educated guess what? If you don't have to pay your quarterback $19 million a year, $25 million a year, $35 million a year, guess what? Maybe you can get players on the defensive end of the ball that don't allow that many points, bro. So it all goes back to the quarterback, brother. It all goes back to that, yo. When Carr missed that pass to Hollins, I knew it was going to be a bad day. Cesar, you are absolutely right. Matt Ryan was seen talking to Mark Davis. No, just kidding. Listen, I'm telling you, man, it's like a Scooby-Doo episode. Like, if I saw Derek Carr in the locker room and they pulled the mask off his head, they'd be like, Matt Ryan. And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you pesky kids. But nah, they're like the same guy, dude. It's not only Carr, dog, don't care. The most important guy that played like trash is him. The guy who played most like trash is him. And if you need to know what that looks like, I'm going to show you again. Number 4, trash. Done. Forky. The F out of here. There is no reason why we should have kept Conman Carr for 9 years. After he went 7 years without playing a playoff game. So that's a fact, bro. It's an effing fact. Reese, I've only played McLaurin because I knew Heineke was going to go to him no matter what. McLaurin got me 130 yards. Carter Adams, 1 bleeping catch. Dog, F Carr. And, yo, I'm not even playing fantasy football. I ain't even paying attention, bro. Robinson Cisneros, salutations, Dubzilla, my dog. What it is, man. Feet soap. It's like, get the lights up, y'all. What's happening? Questions. If you haven't read it, a lot of fans are trying to sell the team. A lot of fans is trying to say sell the team. I'm totally against it. What do you think? I think it's too dangerous. Why did sell the team? What? Nah, hell no. I don't want Mark to sell the team. No. Everyone knows Cash Lord was right. Cash Lord's always right. When I said we should be building around Crosby and get a defensive-minded coach, I got crucified. Now look at what we got, bro. I'm just saying. Black Cell Sports, I don't think we need a defensive-minded coach. I just think that I think it's better to have an offensive-minded coach. I just think that you got to have a really good defensive coordinator and really good defensive personnel, and you got to have a coach that's willing to acquiesce to that guy and give him what he needs. Almost like an assistant head coach. Like it was all those years where you had Zimmer in Cincinnati, or you had like a guy like a Dick LeBeau in Pittsburgh, where he was almost like an assistant head coach. You just say, hey, Dick LeBeau, do what you got to do. What do you need? You need this guy, that guy, this guy. This is who you want in the draft? Fine, here you go. Get what they need. Defense wins more games. It's old school. It's 2022. It's the offense that wins games, in my opinion. You're right in a sense, but the thing about it is you got to be able to stop a nosebleed too, brother. Get 2 QBs, draft defense, like we said, wasted facts. That's what you rough, bro. What I do, man? Guard, my dog. The smart Raider fans have been out on Carr 4 years ago. Me. The dummies don't understand. Quality QBs play. Always defend. Yo, man, dog. Look, Guard. See, it's the thing with Guard. Dude is he's not wrong, bro. But like, this is the thing about Guard, bro. He comes with a lot of factual shit. The thing about it is that, I can't go and just shit on everybody, bro, and be like, oh, well, we're definitely gonna like, bro, like, it's like, then why are we watching it then? You have to keep a certain level of optimism, bro. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, bro. I'm not shitting on you, bro. I never do. I never take the things that you say with a grain of salt. Never. Never. We resigned who with a monster deal? Derek Carr? Mazdar, when you talk about DC, you can get out of that deal this year. If you cut him 3 days before the Super Bowl, dog, it's a minimal cap hit. See, David Ziegler and them knew what time it was. They knew that they could be out on Carr and they could shit the bed. So, like, most of the contracts in the National Football League aren't worth the contract, the paper they're written on, dude. It's not a guaranteed contract, Maz, dog. So, look, man, Carr's gone after this season, bro. I hate to listen, and also there's no Easter Bunny, there's no Santa Claus, and also the Tooth Fairy is a joke. No more Carr. He's gone. Jack Del Rio / Musgrave. My dog is just different. Where you been, my bro? Damn, bro. Where you been? Musgrave was the best thing to happen to Carr. He was an absolute killer in 2014-16. The injury happened, killed his mentality. He's ruining 17 Hall of Fame now, bro. I don't think so, dog. 17 gonna be fine. As you gotta understand, 17 is a dog. 17 not going for that, bro. 17 gonna always go to the Hall of Fame, bro. He not going for that. He gonna get his numbers, and guess what? He gonna sit down with this team. He gonna be like, yo, Carr, my dog, that's my friend and all of that. You gotta get me somebody that's gonna give me that ball. Get him out of here. Watch, because he didn't just come here for Derek Carr, bro. He came here because he's a Raider and he loved the Raiders, guys. You think a rookie QB or a vet QB is going to succeed with this Walmart O-line? I don't know, man. But see, Dave Maxfield, if you don't got to pay the quarterback that kind of money, you can go invest in the line, bro. See, that's the thing y'all don't understand. There are a lot of restrictions that are put on a football team when you have 30% of your salary cap tied up into one guy who's not playing well. If I'm going to have 30% of my salary cap tied up in a player, let it be a guy who's playing really, really well. And then we can make alterations around that. Listen, there are a couple of guys that can go. And right at the top of that is Derek and Darren Waller. They can both go. See you later. Now, guys, what do you guys think about, and I'm going to put this in the chat. Yo, hold up. King Gibby, my dog, you're wasted. Let's trade Carr and Waller for Aaron Rodgers. I don't think the Green Bay Packers will be willing to do that. And the thing is, you got to realize Derek has to sign off on this. Derek Carr probably does not want to play in Green Bay. He has a no-trade clause. So the thing about Carr is that if he don't sign off on it, then you're stuck with him. So you have to be very proactive in getting him out of here. It's better for you to cut him at the end of the season so that you don't deal with any of his salary. If you know you're done with him, just cut him. Because his salary will hurt you more than getting a draft pick back. So get him out of here. Alex says, I'm glad I never bet a Forky jersey. I'm Raider Nation, not a Carr Nation. That's right. Top Beast, my dog. Granted, DC is responsible, but McDaniels is keeping him on board. Would only continue to go downhill. So I disagree with not getting rid of McDaniels. See, Top Beast, the problem with that is, dog, you got to be consistent, bro. You got to give Josh McDaniels a chance to shape this roster. This is the thing that we have not done with the previous regimes, dude. See, with Gru, the only problem with Gru is a good coach. Problem with Gru is that absolute power corrupts absolutely. You know what I mean? Gruden should have never been given total autonomy over this team because it's very rare that you have a coach that can coach and GM. You know, there's been very, very few people that can do that. Even Andy, right? When Andy, and if I'm not mistaken, when Andy took over Kansas City, or when he was in Philly, when Andy was in Philly, Andy has a lot of roster say, but Howie Roseman was the GM, and Howie Roseman took care of things there. And initially, when he got to Kansas City, I think Scott Pioli from the New England Patriots, I think it was Scott Pioli. Scott Pioli was there. And then eventually Scott Pioli left, and I could be wrong. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. And then Andy Reid kind of took over as GM and coach. Gruden jumping feet first and being GM and coach. We already saw that movie with Gruden in Tampa Bay. He was a bad GM in Tampa Bay. He's a terrible GM, but he's a good football guy. Gruden should only really just coach. If he just coaches, even though a lot of the stuff he does is old school and it doesn't work, if he's not making the personnel decisions and he has a say in what he wants, then he's a decent coach, even in today's football. The problem I had with Gruden was Gruden the GM, not Gruden the coach. Gruden the GM was bad. Some of the stuff he did is like, dude, what are you doing? But some of the red zone calls and stuff like that was based off of some of the personnel too. I think Gruden needed a guy to draft the players. And if he had that, he'd have a way better roster and we'd be a way better team. If Curl Up Carr gets hit twice, the game's over. I want to start a Stidham or start Garbage at this point. We suck anyway. Carr can't get any worse. I don't know, bro. I think we should still make moves. I'm thinking Payne, Williams, Jackson. Maybe we ask about Eddie Jackson. Bro, see, I don't think so, bro. I don't want to trade any draft capital. The only thing I want to do is if we make any moves, Rob, I want us to get guys out of here. Like, seriously, like at this point, man, you're 2-5. For you to make the playoffs, man, that's a major, major, major undertaking, bro. I'm talking about getting guys out of here so that you can have a full myriad of picks and money to build this team. And because what I want to do is, for once, I want a guy that coaches, a GM that GMs, and I want people to have a fair shake to do their job the way they want to do their job. And I want a coach to be able to really build this roster without having any restrictions. I don't want them to have the responsibility of having to rebuild Derek Carr's confidence or having to build up Derek. I want them to get their guy, their quarterback, coach and GM, get your guy, build your roster, get the defensive coordinator, his kind of players, get the kind of players that you guys want, so there's no excuses. I just don't want to hear it no more. So let's see if it works. Wasted. We seem to do this a lot. Even when Gruden came back, 4-12, his first, and we were calling for his head. So maybe it's time for a change. Sure, that will happen next draft. And see, bro, I get where you're coming from. And we're a passionate fan base and we're kind of sick of it. Like, if we had more winning in the last 20 years, I think we would be more measured with what's going on right now. But the what happened in the beginning of the season was so much excitement, man, because Devontae coming here. I think that's really where this comes from. The Patriot stuff, all of that stuff. It's just like, damn, man, really? And then you hear about Brady almost coming here when Gruden was here. And then seeing the success they had. It's just a lot of different factors that have played into this that have made us all really, really angry about what's going on. You know, Darren Waller getting signed and just all of this stuff. And it's just, now we're all fed the hell up, man. And we don't want to hear it. And that's the problem. That's really the crux of all of this. But what we got to do is we got to stay measured. And we have to really, really realize what the hell is going on here, man. Black Sales, my dog. What other quarterback gets 9 years at the helm with no playoffs and 2 appearances? On top of that, we've been a damn laughingstock. And the thing about it is, I will have people argue me up and down and say that Derek Carr is way better than Andy Dalton. You know, Andy Dalton went to the playoffs like 5 times in a division with the Ravens and the Steelers. Come on, bro. Raider Primos, 2016, our O-line was the best because DC was still on a rookie contract. Like Wasted said, if you're not paying a decent QB $40 million, you can invest in other spots. I mean, it's just basic economics, bro. Wasted. If we had the top pick in the first round, who would you pick for your QB? You talking about this year? Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I would probably pick the kid from Kentucky. I really don't like Bryce Young, man. And Stroud has this weird hitch in his throwing motion. I think it's not going to translate to the National Football League right now. I think he's going to have a problem with that. That, you know, he's very, very athletic. I like him at college, but in the NFL, he's going to have a problem with that. Chiefs fan here. How you lose 24-0? The same way you get blocked, bitch. Ha ha ha. That's right. That's right. Gruden's play calling sucked too. The nation criticized him big time. People forget that. But the thing is, yo, play calling is subjective. Like, you talk about play calling. You talk about play calling. But, man, it's like play calling is great when you execute, right? So sometimes it's about execution, man. And sometimes You need the right kind of players to execute. You need your quarterback to execute, man. G-Town, y'all think a rookie QB gonna save the Raiders? No, G-Town, I don't. But what I do think is that I think a rookie QB is gonna save the future. What I do think is a quarterback that doesn't make $40 million a year can save the roster. That's what I think. I think that us going out and stacking this roster will save the Raiders. That's what I think, G-Town. And I'm sorry you had to ride out there because I know you were at the game yesterday to see that shit. But G-Town, man, we can't have this no more, bro. I got love and all of that, bro. My dog hit stick stepper. Wasted. I think we headed for a top 5 draft pick. It's time to draft a QB. One of them ones. Yeah, that. Listen, and to be honest with you, dog, this year might not be the year. It might not. It don't have to be a top 5 guy. Just make sure you draft the right one. Brett Veach is dope. Brett Veach. Honestly, Carr just hadn't been the same since the leg injury. Everybody says that, bro. But everything that you read in Carr's scouting report coming out of college has come home to roost. Small hands, fumbling, locking you on receivers, being scary in the pocket, showing the propensity not to run, being skittish and squeamish. And all the reasons why he fell to the second round is what his issues are. If you take his scouting report and you look at what our problems are, it's exactly the same. Look at his college scouting report. This ain't got nothing to do with him breaking his leg, bro. It's the same old shit. So we are stuck with McDaniels. So everyone that hates it, get over it and stop crying. Bro, I'm not crying about it. I'm okay with McDaniels. My jersey, bro, wasted. Cutting Carr allows us to keep the guys here and add to the O-line and defense and a young QB with this roster. It's something special, man. Blessing in disguise. And that's what I'm talking about. It's just different. That's what we need, bro. We need one of them rosters, bro. Like, if you look at, like, the way the 49ers have done it and the way the Indianapolis Colts have done it and the way, like, some of these other rosters that are getting better around us, they're going in and they're loading their rosters up with talent. And then they're bringing these quarterbacks in, and they can have a pedestrian quarterback playing, and they can still win games. They can still win games. Like Jimmy Garoppolo ain't a world beater, bro. But they got a roster full of dogs. So they can have Jimmy GQ at quarterback and win. How have we not made a trade yet? That's what I don't understand. Wade with the braid. Why would you make a trade? This team sucks. And it's like, for what? Let's make a trade to do what? So are you getting rid of people, or are you evaluating the talent on your roster, or are you dumping salary? What are you doing at this point? What are you doing? Because this is a 2-year plan. McDaniels and Zeke know they safe. So are they loading up? Are they tank? Like, what are they doing? We should have drafted Kyler Murray when Gruden was talking about moving up. Ricardo Johnson, bro, I don't think Kyler Murray is all of that, man. Kyler Murray plays like a high school quarterback, bro. I think that we should have moved on from Derek Carr a few years ago, and I think there's a couple of different options we could have went and addressed with Carr. But we didn't, and if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. But now we need to do what we got to do. Just one Super Bowl before I die, just one. And I can admit that DC ain't that guy. If my QB can't lift the trophy in my head, then he's got to go. Alapak, thank you. That's what it's about, bro. I don't, like, yeah, listen. When Derek comes back, when he's no longer a Raider, will I cheer for him? Yes. Will I say, thank you, DC? He's been the quarterback for some of the most exciting games. Will I give him his credit? Give him his love? Yeah. But now it's time to go, bro. That's all we pretty much been talking about all game, man. Carr, Russell Wilson. It doesn't matter to me. Russell, fuck them both. Both, Russell Wilson ain't got nothing to do. He has risen. Bitcoin is about to skyrocket on crypto's dominance again. I think, okay, that's excellent, bro. It's excellent. I don't know what we're talking about here. Wasted. Stand up fetal position. Oh, damn. Dennis Bustamante, all you haters will see. Las Vegas Raiders will turn this thing around. Start next game. Raider Nation is crying now and they'll be smiling later. Dennis, yo, I doubt it, brother. We're headed for a 7-10 season, bro. Turn what around? We win a game, then we lose another one, bro. We're not winning shit. This game was more about not letting Josh Jacobs be the face of the team. And I feel that way too, bro. I ain't sold on Bryce Young. CJ Stroud is a better prospect. And even CJ Stroud with that weird hitch motion in his throw, I'm not sold on him. I'm cool on him, bro. I'm cool. I'm cool on Bryce Young. I don't like that guy, bro. Carr was playing well last year with Ruggs at times. So the excitement came from thinking he would do what he would do with real talent. And that's, bro, the thing about Derek Carr is, bro, there's always going to be peaks and valleys because he's just not as good as we think. That's our problem, bro. He ain't that good, bro. He ain't that good, bro. Yo, they done went and got Patrick Mahomes a whole new receiving core. It's like, come on, bro. He's just not that good, bro. Mariota is having a good year. That's a fact, bro. Mariota should have been a Raider, maybe, but he's not. He's not. Come on, man. Let me get down here, bro. Y'all, man, this has been an excellent show, bro. I think we haven't. Yeah, man, the Queens fan got wasted. My God, Sean Baker, man, my dog. I'm going to get you on the Hooker train. That kid is special, breaking all of Peyton's records. Yeah, Hooker is nice, bro. He's nice. Oh, my dog is in a place. Graf, what's up, bro? What's the deal, man? The next Jacobs traded in the morning. Yo, man, listen. Whoever gets traded, whatever. Listen. For me, bro, I'm all about loading the deck. Load the deck for next year, bro. Because mediocrity is hell for me, bro. Like us being 500, bro. You can miss me with that, bro. Miss me with being 500. Miss me with mediocrity hell, bro. And now that I know that the owner is committed to Josh McDaniels and them, like he probably should, because you can't have this erratic owner coach thing going. He can't, like, see, bro, what people don't look at is that people say get rid of McDaniel, right? So what you're telling me is that you want Mark Davis to be paid, because he's still paying John Gruden. To pay John Gruden, because he fired John Gruden, but he had to pay him. He ain't gonna skunk John Gruden out of the money he owed him. He owed John Gruden another like $30 million or something like that. Then you're gonna fire Josh McDaniels. You be paying Josh McDaniels. Then you have to pay another coach. So you'll be paying 3 coaches with only one of them coaching your team. That don't compute to me. And then you didn't even really give this guy a fair shake. What has he done so egregious that you're gonna just fire the guy? Besides, being too aggressive at times. You got to give the guy his chance to really mess up. And I know that sounds stupid, but it's not. You got to give him his chance. Once you give him his chance to draft his quarterback. Give him his chance to shape this roster the way he wants to see fit. Give him his chance to give his defensive coordinator what he's asking for, what he needs. Once you do that, then you judge. But all this year was about was evaluating this roster. And they had a chance to get one of the 5 best players in football. So that is why they got Davante Adams. And it had a 2-prong effect. They got one of the best 5 players in football locked up to a place where he wants to be. And what they also did was they eliminated an excuse about Derek Carr. Look at it. Look how God worked. They eliminated an excuse. You got Davante freaking Adams. Don't say he don't have nobody to throw to. You got Darren freaking Waller. Don't say he don't got nobody to throw to. That's what just happened, bro. Then they're like, okay, Darren Waller, are you serious about football or not? We gave you your money. Now what? Still not playing? Okay. See ya. Listen, Eric Liesenberg, if they go after Deshaun Watson, after what I heard about Deshaun Watson, they wouldn't. The Browns aren't getting rid of him. The Raiders would never do that. And you're probably a troll. I would fucking go ballistic. Deshaun Watson is a creep. He should never, ever don the Raider uniform. I will eviscerate this team every day until he's off this team. He is a bum. He is a terrible scumbag. And the things that I've heard about, like I should say, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to comment on that. Nah, bro. Like 50 Cent said in Power, he did that shit. Deshaun Watson is a scumbag. Anybody that does that kind of stuff, I don't want on the Raiders. So don't come in here with that bullshit. And you're probably a troll who comes in all the time. If you mention Deshaun Watson in my chat again, I am going to block you. I promise you that. Yep, I'm blocking you. That's it. See you later. Done. Scumbag. Hendon Hooker. What do I think about Hendon Hooker? I think Hendon Hooker is very, very raw. I'm not investing a first-round pick on Hendon Hooker, bro. I like Will Levis. Will Levis is the only guy that I'll be happy if we brought in. I like Hendon Hooker, bro. But Will Levis is the only guy I'd be happy to be like, that's our guy. He's the guy, the only guy I'm very, very excited about coming out so far from what I've seen. Kentucky QB Will Levis will be the number one QB in the draft. All scouts are saying he's the kind of QB they want. Yes. He's a pocket passer. He can move. Man, I'm telling you, man. The Chiefs did the same thing. We had Smith. We went to get Mahomes. Smith was good. But see, and that's what I'm talking about. See, guys, you got to take the road less travel, right? Let's just look at that. And I said this in the beginning of the live. Tyrod Taylor. Running around, juking, jiving, playing well for the Bills. Wasn't good enough. They drafted Josh Allen. Alex Smith. Take him to the playoffs. Winning the AFC West. Wasn't good enough. They went and got Patty Mahomes. You know what I mean? You had years and years and years of Andy Dalton making the playoffs. Marvin Lewis being there. 10 years, about the same time as Carr. Won 70 games with the Cincinnati Bengals in a division with the Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Made the playoffs 5 times. Didn't go very far. Guess what? Wasn't good enough. They had to go get Joe Burrow. That is what you do in the National Football League because you're trying to win a Super Bowl. Now, are you trying to win a Super Bowl? Or are you trying to just, fall in love with players? My dog, Carr needs a team to be 100% perfect around him. Bro, if the team was 100% perfect around him, he still wouldn't win. Because there's a certain level of physicality and moxie you have to overcome the level of physicality in the National Football League. I don't see him having that at this point in his career. I think a lot of that fight has been knocked out of him. Yeah, no one is Mahomes. I'm not saying that, bro. But the thing was, Mahomes wouldn't be Mahomes if the Chiefs weren't willing to take that swing on him, Jack. No one is Mahomes. If the Chiefs had the mentality some of you guys have, they would have stayed with Alex Smith. Well, Alex is good. He might win. We're going to the playoffs, right? That's the problem. Mahomes has had Andy Reid his whole career, plus stability is something DC hasn't had. But, bro, be that as it may, the stability starts now, right? So what you got to do is if you want to start that stability, G-Town, Josh McDaniels will be that stability. Boom. David Ziegler's that stability. Boom. But stability is something that you could never guarantee a guy who was 10 years into his career who's already been ruined. You can't put the toothpaste back into the tube with Derek Carr, bro. He is damaged goods mentally, physically, on the wrong side of the age train. It's done. You have to start from a clean slate. Have you guys ever tried to work on something? Have you ever tried to cut something, like a piece of wood, and you cut it and it's too big? Then you cut it down a little bit more and it still don't fit. Then you cut a little more and then you cut too much. Then you're like, well, maybe I can get it to fit a little bit if I just shim it out a little bit and then add a little bit, put some caulking around it. And then you cut a little bit more and it's just too big and you can't fix it and you got to start all over again and get a new piece of wood. That is what Derek Carr is. They've cut too much. It's it's not going to work. They need another slate. That is the premise that you have to deal with when you're thinking about this quarterback. Wait a minute. Let me go down some more, y'all. Because we've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. It's about that time, yo. We have a comedian in the chat posing as a Chargers fan. Lou Molina, what's up? What's up? What's up? All right. Educated guess. We can win next year if we get rid of Waller and build this defense. Draft a QB, a trade for one, and shop Carr next year after 2023. No. Educated guess. Carr got to go. He makes too much money next year. It's got to go. He's got to go. No more Derek Carr. It's got to go. Chokers are poverty franchise. Yeah, F them. Fire McDaniels dumb. That's right. That's stupid, bro. Gerard Pope. Doesn't make sense to change things when you already have talent you can win with on this team. Gerard Pope. I'm going to say this in a nice manner, my dog. I've never seen you in here. I appreciate you pulling up. What makes you think that right now you got talent, you have an assortment of talent, you don't have a team? This team is currently constituted. Who says you can win with this? Who says you can win with the guys you got here? Like, you apparently you got to, like, all right, so if you get a quarterback that can move, right, maybe you can win. But this guy can't move, right? Then you got an offensive line with young guys. Hopefully they get better. What if they don't get much better? Right? You got holes in the defense. How do you address that when all the guys you got on this roster now are going to make more money next year, including that quarterback who can't move? Where's the money coming from, bro? Where's it coming from? So you got to get rid of people. So the team's going to get worse. Nah, bro, he got to go. I got to head out. Thanks for the content, Wasted Enjoy. Thank you, my bro. Wasted. You believe King Derek Carr is the one? You see, it's tough to see the Raiders the way they are now. You'll be smiling at the end of the year. Remember I said what I said, King. Dan, you busted. Derek Carr is no king to me, bro. He's no king to me, bro. Just take a look at what the Giants did with the coach they had for a defense. Yeah. My bad, Raider Primo. Docs. I blocked. Thank you, dog. Appreciate you, bro. My dog, yo. Hell no. Why? Yeah, thank you. Got his ass up out of here, yo. G-Town, you're wasted. Assuming if the Raiders end up 7-10, what position do you see as drafted considering the pick might end up in the teams? I see us drafting in like around like the 15-16 range, right? So we drafting in the 15-16 range. I say we go defense. I say we probably will be drafting the defensive back, linebacker, you know what I mean? Defensive tackle. That's where I see us going. Archman in 2025. I can't wait that long, my dog. I can't wait that long. We got to get it rolling now. Graphing his sniping fools. I appreciate you, my dog. Yo, my dog is on the roof. I got a trained sniper in this place. Why is everybody trying to get rid of Waller? Ed Butts, what's up? Bro is hurt right now. When he was healthy, he's always been pretty solid. Waller deserved every dollar he got from us. No, he doesn't. Ed Butts, Darren Waller has had one really good year when he was the number one option and one decent year. Darren Waller is not Travis Kelce, bro. Darren Waller is good, but Darren Waller had 2 years left on his deal, and he really organized a freaking holding of the team. The reason why I get rid of Darren Waller is because of two or three things. And I say this every live, and everybody knows how I feel, but you probably haven't been watching a lot lately, so I'm going to enlighten you. Darren Waller is not a good blocker. To me, if you're getting paid that much money, you got to be a complete player. He's not a good blocker. Darren Waller drops the ball a lot. So if you're getting paid that much money, you shouldn't be dropping the ball. Even if you get thrown to in double and triple coverage, you should still catch the football if you get your phalanges on that ball. Another thing is Darren Waller does not break tackles. He does not advance the football. He kind of goes down when he catches the ball. Now, when you look at guys who are in the ethos that he's in, he is supposed to be a top-tier tight end. When Travis Kelce gets the football, if it's 3rd and 2 and he gets the ball 2 yards away from that marker, he's going to drag a guy with him. Waller doesn't do that. To me, Darren Waller is a mediocre wide receiver 4 because he definitely is not doing a whole lot of tight ending. That's me. If I'm the Raiders, I have the big body target in Mac Hollins, who's making a scintilla of what Darren Waller is making. I have to remake this defense. Darren Waller is a luxury that I can afford to part with at this point to rebuild my defense. I get rid of Darren Waller if I can get out of that contract. That's me, dog. That is me. My dog, we need Mount Shiermore to do a QB draft breakdown, and you know that's always coming, my brother. Wasted laying them facts. Carr got to go. That's right. That's right. This is what this episode has been about. Stevie Ray, wasted. Josh play calling is atrocious. Carr's holding the ball way too long. Stevie Ray, we know this, bro. Josh play calling is atrocious, but what's more atrocious to me, and this is the reason why I'm not letting the heat off of this guy, is 9 years of atrocious QB play, up and down play. I can deal with bad play calling for 8 games, right? Maybe Josh McDaniels gets it together. Maybe, but we've already established that this is who he is. Not going to lie, Lamar would change the offense of the franchise. Tag Jacobs, even we not going to keep Jacobs. We can dream, though. This offseason is business, period. That's what I'm talking about. LSU, sports fan fanatic. The Raiders deserve better. Y'all great fans. Thank you, LSU, sports fan fanatic, my dog. Why didn't Carr move his legs to get out of pocket? Because that's not what he do. He is what he is, and I'm not asking him to be something different. I'm just asking Derek Carr to be something different somewhere the fuck else, bro. Why are we talking about Carr? Because that's the most pressing issue on this team. That's why we're talking about Carr. There's always other issues. There's always, just like there's always room for Jello, Frankie. But guess what? Derek's the most pressing issue on this team right now. He's it. He's it, bro. He's Forky. He's it. That's it. The guy's trash. And I don't want you to try to deflect and play and no, it's this guy and it's that guy and the wind is blowing and somebody had a clubbed foot. I don't want to hear that junk, man. No, you going to get this smoke, bro. You getting all of it. He is who we knew he was. F it. You even said Carr sets up Waller. He does. But you still got to catch it, Ed. Still got to catch it. When you get your hands on it, bro, it be times where I see Kelsey get that ball, bow, he gets hit, he catches it, bro. It be times when I see George Kittle get set up, bow, he catches the ball. Waller, don't. And I'm not excusing that, my bro. Not excusing it, bro. It's like clockwork, bro. Wasted. Bryce Young is the true blue chip QB. I don't like Bryce Young. I'm not a Bryce Young guy, bro. But yo, got love for y'all. I got to get out of here. We've been going an hour and a half, bro. Listen. Look, we have 9 years of other issues and excuses. Carr's number is up. It's time to go. But I got to go. If you a pro, that's what you're getting paid for, facts. I agree with Ro. Carr will never bring us a ring. Thank you. Good night. Morgan's a scrub. That's right. 3-time. Hallelujah. 3-time. If you didn't like what was going on, bro, you know what to do. But y'all, listen, man. I don't know what happened. This just turned into a Derek Carr hate fest. And I didn't mean it to happen like that, dog. I'm sorry, man. I had all these little graphics held up, but it didn't happen like that. But you know what? It felt good. It was a cleansing of my soul because that's how I felt. Later to y'all. Love all of y'all. Appreciate all of y'all. Thank you for pulling up, man. This was a wonderful, wonderful time, man. Y'all take care, man. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for letting me get this off my chest. Y'all got this off y'all chest, man. And yo, man, we going to be back tomorrow, man. And you know what, man? Like I always say, man, I'm not going to say yesterday's price is not today's price. What I will say is this. And you'll never change my mind. You will never change my mind. The man is trash, and that is it. Y'all have a great, great night. We are out of here like yesterday. See y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all get out of here.